So much excitement this week. Thank you for joining me. It's my week 110. I just have to say, there have been so many new subscribers here to our channel. I appreciate it so much. I hope that I help your journey, that I give you support, that I share information that's helpful and useful, but more importantly, that we can all plug in together. We can share advice, cheer each other on. You've meant so much to me. Just keeping my goal weight here for going on 20 months. I've been at maintenance. I tried to lose this weight for decades. So I still feel like I'm in a bit of a dream, just getting to come to you, say these things to you. It is very exciting. People have come to our channel lately who just started, who are in their first week. So excited and thrilled that they're here, that they're starting. I know a lot of things have to happen for you even to have your first week. But then we go all the way along to the other side of the scale where we have people who say, I just hit maintenance. So wherever you are, we're here and we're cheering you on. Let's start with how my weight is doing. More specifically, how my weight gain is doing. I told you last week that I had gained about 6-7 pounds. It may be closer to 8 or 9. So up here in the north, we've had some snow, which meant we had some snow days. And I'm a 4th grade teacher, so that puts me at home. And I found myself getting snacky. I found myself getting snacky with foods that sometimes I have a little bit of fun, maybe have them occasionally. They were starting to be a little bit more than occasionally. So I'm here to bring you the good news. And the good news is that for those of you who have been on a weight journey, ups and downs, for a long time, for me, it's been since high school. Here we go. You know, it genuinely is emotional because we wanted it for so long and now it's here. But for those of you who are getting close to maintenance or who are on maintenance, it continues to be your daily choices. How are you fueling yourself? The important decisions you're making. And so you don't just get to sit back and exhale and everything becomes easier because you're at goal weight. Part of maintenance is that verb, maintaining. And that's what we have to do. And I found myself getting snacky. So the good news is that I turned the corner. And I know that I've turned the corner. There's a difference in the mentality. There's a difference in the excitement. For me, it's no longer exciting to have that snack or to sit and prepare some food that doesn't have a lot of nutritional value and to just enjoy eating all these treats. For me, it felt amazing to cut up an apple for the first time, frankly, in a while. Yesterday morning. It's feeling better to cook some vegetables, to scramble some eggs. So I'm making good decisions. It's been 3 days, but 3 super important days. I really feel like I've changed the trajectory. I feel solid. I feel confident. I feel excited. So I was hovering around 147. Now I'm at 157. But for me, it's always turning it into a joy. When I am having a good time, I'm enjoying the ride and I want to enjoy this health ride. And so I'm not standing on the scale for several days and I'm really getting my food right, cutting back a little bit on my portions. And I'm really excited about how that's going to translate on the scale. And I can't wait to bring it to you next week. Moral of the story, don't get too antsy about the lows and the highs. If you need to adjust, if you need to change, if you need to stand back, take a look at what's happened and just put some goals in place. Like you're in the driver's seat. You've got this. Okay, next, I wanted to share with you an app. I have done it now 10 times, so I waited until I had done it for a few weeks before I brought it to you, but I am finding that it's motivating me. I'm feeling stronger, and we really do have to think about maintaining muscle mass, not losing muscle, along with the weight we've lost, making sure that we're staying strong. So let me show you this. This is a Pushups app. So it's using my core. It's using my arms. I'm feeling it in my stomach. I'm feeling it in my back. It looks like this. Okay, there we go. So if you see that little red background with the yellow man, and if I dare try this again, it looks kind of like this. It tells you, there we go. It kind of tells you like how many push-ups you need to do. It counts the time for you. It plays your own music playlist for you. I'm finding it delightful. You know, John had really tried to encourage me to do some exercises, and I was just finding that I wasn't sticking with them. But this app, I look forward to doing it every other day. And I am seeing myself getting stronger. In the beginning, like 5 push-ups was really tough. And you had to like do them, take a little break, do another one. It also gives you time to warm up and cool down. Like 5 was tough. Now I'm up to doing sets of 7. It lets me do, I've done 179 push-ups total. None of this is life-changing, but I am only 3 weeks in. And for ages, I did nothing, or I tried something for a day or two and then did nothing. So I just love that I'm sticking with it, and it means a lot here and here. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm not slighting myself. I'm being considerate of my muscle and really doing what I can to stay strong. And one last thing about that, I've always been great at cardio. I just really enjoy it. So I got my treadmill. We set that back up. I've definitely been doing a great job on that the last few weeks. So don't forget to keep moving. Next, this was my birthday week. People that texted me, when I got one early in the morning, it takes a while for me to respond to a text. I overthink it. That is my nature. I want to reread it. I want to make it grammatically correct. I need every comma in the right place. Everything that should be capitalized. That's just me. I wish I wasn't so much that way. But anyway, so I determined I was going to take a quick video. It's super fun, super fast, face to face. So later in the day, somebody that lives across the country sent me a nice text, and I sent them back a video, and they responded, quote, "You are looking seriously thin, exclamation point. Are you okay? Question mark." And this is a wonderful person. I mean, amazing heart. I adore this person. So this came from a genuine concerned place. Can we take a minute to talk about when you're on your journey? Have you heard that? What? You're on the shot? Or how have you lost this much weight? Or are you getting too skinny? I know that you've been there. I have read so many of your comments. You don't have to look very far online to find about 1,000 stories on this train of thought. Well, I did what I've done since the beginning. I really struggled 4 decades, feeling hungry nonstop. If a person is genuinely asking me, and I feel like we have at least 20 seconds, I tell them, I was hungry when I woke up. I was hungry when I went to bed. My brain did not get the proper messages. These shots that I'm on, I'm getting normal messages. I eat a meal, and for the first time, I feel satiated. I don't feel like eating the entire meal over again. It is the most amazing feeling. I have peace around food for the first time in 30 years. And I don't do it and what are you going to say to that? I just do it out of the excitement and the real story and just sharing really where I'm coming from. Because if I was a person who had had a right-sized body my whole life, and when I ate food, I got the normal messages to my brain, stop eating, you're full, I'd be like, what's their problem? Just stop eating after a meal. They've never been where we are. So it is a little bit tough for them to understand. This came from a person who has been very, very healthy. So I responded back with the facts, as I always do. And I said, I'm 155 pounds. Go do a Google search. I'm about 5'6", 5'7". I am in a very healthy range. I would have to lose at least 20 pounds before I started having a problem thinking about underweight. But thank you. Thank you for bringing it up. That's a friend who asks. I really appreciate it. And she came back and it was short and it was peaceful and she was good. But so many times when y'all have said, they're asking if I've gotten too thin, and I'm still hovering on the normal and overweight. When I wanted to lose 60 pounds and I wanted to get down to 157, on some scales, 157, some scales, if you look at tables online, 158 to 160 is still in your overweight range. Since then, I chose to lose another 10 pounds. But for those of you who have shared with me, what? I'm in the upper level and people are saying these things to me. I always come back with, just give them the facts. Give them the facts. What? No, this is the healthy range, the low and the high end. I'm here. So I hope that helps somebody out who's trying to feel these comments. You can't control what you can't control, and we can't control what people say and what they think. So just come back with a strong comment. And then I know what it's like to ruminate, to let things eat at you. Just don't let them, because all it does is kind of bring down your peace, but it doesn't really change anything. So I would just encourage you to just move along, try to get it out of your head. You're good. The ones that are really close to you, they know you're good, and that's what matters. And next, our website, it's under construction. I probably have I don't know, 200 or so videos there. I'll put the link right here, www.amydeneweightloss.com. It is under construction, but I'm really excited about it. Thank all of you who have encouraged me. It's a safe place where we can talk and say what we want to say without having to use all sorts of codes, wondering if we're going to get put in some kind of jail, which, you know, there's a lot of platforms out there and there have been a lot of changes to them. Okay, the big news of the week. Medicare can now cover Eli Lilly's Zepbound for sleep apnea, health department says. So this just happened a few days ago. There's been a lot of articles that have been written. You know, they say Medicare drug plans can now cover Eli Lilly's popular drug Zepbound for obstructive sleep apnea. So the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services confirmed this to CNBC. I highlighted two things that I think are fantastic. One, they said it opens the door for broader coverage of and access of Zepbound, which is not currently covered by Medicare and many other insurance plans for weight loss specifically. And I highlighted one more thing. Medicare Part D plans can cover obesity drugs if they are used for an additional medically accepted purpose approved by the FDA administration. And you know that it's being FDA approved for heart issues, now sleep apnea, and there are a lot of trials currently going on. So we're just going to hear more and more good things, health being improved, lives being improved by the amazing tirzepatide and semaglutide. And I literally put the Powerballs of Success right here because I've shot videos in the last week and had them like in my lap and forgot. I'm putting them right here on the keyboard. But before I share these two rock stars with you, we're going to make a couple changes soon here in our backdrop. One, I told you about my boyfriend, which gave me the most amazing Christmas present. Look at this awesome piece of wood. Come on. Thank you, John. So it's going to go right there in place of this little homemade sign that I'm still proud of. But I was telling my son this morning, I'm going to take out my old-fashioned scale. I really wanted it. I looked for it. I found it at an antique mall here in town. I was so proud of it. It weighs a lot. But because you can't really see the whole thing, I think people are like, what is that? So I think we're going to move that out. Maybe put some kind of a bench there, put some kind of maybe a long shelf. I have a whole folder of mementos and inspiration, things you've said, things I've printed out. Like I think I could maybe just put like nostalgia, set things up on that shelf. So that's coming. Okay, let's end today with two Powerballs of Success. Thank you, Shay, for giving us that awesome name. Powerballs of Success. Karen. Karen has lost 100 pounds. Karen, it must feel amazing. We're so excited for you. And Mindy. Mindy, we go way back. Mindy has lost 111 pounds. Talk about inspiring. Ladies, I cannot imagine just the difference in just how walking feels or just the ease of living. So thank you so much for sharing your success. And hey, if you've lost 3 pounds, 5 pounds, that's how every one of us started. We want to hear from you too. Okay, everybody, that's been our video for today. I hope you have a great rest of your day.